Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another trade review video. So this was the trade that I took today, live in front of my Discord, for a 2 risk to reward ratio. In this video I'm going to be breaking down exactly how I framed this trade idea from the high time frame all the way down to the low time frame. I'm going to show you guys the recording from the live stream, and after that I'll explain in detail why I took the trade. But yeah, this looks really nice. PSP is about form as well, hopefully. He's pulling back a bit, but we're all good. Maybe back to this gap. Like I said, the only thing we do have is 90 minute. Could be a good break even spot here to be fair, but yeah, I'm not really about that for now. Let's focus on indices here. Alright, cool. We got our PSP. Yeah, PSP. So 500 BPR would be my entry here. We'll wait for price to trade into it and then sort of reject out of it. 5 minutes got no low as well. Just opened up high, which is what we want to see here. How big can I have my stop? Okay, nice. 5 minute shorter block would be this candle, so maybe run into it. But I'm happy with just a nice swing point and then rejecting from here for an entry. Ooh, I don't like that, but let's see. Alright, cool. Let's see if we reject a little bit, because we could easily just close above this gap, just invalidating it. Maybe into this top gap. BPR there as well. BPR with inside of a BPR. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna take. Let's see. I'm gonna do half my position there, guys, and then scale back in if we continue to see price rejecting from here. I feel like this is a good entry. Got no wick at all there either. So sort of. Oops. Okay, we got a nice entry as well. Alright, let's see. Three hours. Cool. Alright, let's see how this plays out. Yeah, I'm in short now, bro. I'm in short now. But yeah, this is literally just ideal in my opinion. It's probably the best setup of the day so far. We'll set our we'll do our stops on this low here. I mean our take profit, sorry. So slightly lower than 3 hour, but for a Friday I'll happily take this and just end the week here for a winning week. So yeah, let's see. We did already get ES take that low, I believe. No, YM did though. We do have the bullish micro. True micro open here as well. As long as we can get a closure below here, then we should be good. But I'm still pretty confident in this here. Yeah, as long as we get that closure below the true micro, then this should be pretty nice. It's almost a 1 to 2 pretty much. I think we did get a better entry as well. It's about a 1 to 2. Okay. We've got 2 minutes left of this 5 minute candle closure, so hopefully we can see this hit before the candle closes, because we could maybe retrace a little bit when the new candle opens. But closure below the true micro, we should retest the true open now. Hopefully just a small wick above it and then just trade lower. But yeah, we did actually just get ES take that low as well. That's the only bad thing. As long as once we get NQ below this low, then we've got no micro at all. Currently we do have the micro, because I wouldn't want to see a candle closure above here. This is the candle that formed the micro. So yeah, as long as we close back under this candle, then I'm happy with that. If we close above here, then I'm gonna go break even, because this would technically be our micro plus CSD. But yeah, closure below should be nice. Okay, nice. Don't mind that closure. 1 minute left of the 5 minute candle. Like I said, we could experience a retracement, but let's see. Yeah, this set was pretty clean. BPRs on multiple time frames, 15 minute PSP, High time frame gap, NWOG as well. But yeah, like I said, if you close above here, then I'm gonna go break even, because this will be validating the long, and longs don't exactly, like, longs are still definitely valid here with the 90 minute that we got on the lows. But yeah, if you can just keep rejecting from this candle open, then that's pretty nice. Okay, not a bad closure at all. New 5 minute open. May see it open up high, or we could just drop here as a 5 minute look. Yeah, could definitely just put in a small wick and then just trade lower here. Should form that 5 minute gap as well. We should take this low before trading back into it though. Okay, I'm not really liking this chart. Yeah, not break even yet. As long as we don't get a CSD, then we should be good. Okay, forex trade's running nicely as well, seems like. Okay, it's not a great candle. 5 minute. Still a chance for the 5 minute open high. It's still the first minute, but we will go break even if we get closure above. Okay, still. Okay, we got the closure above. I'm gonna move stops to break even now, just in case, because this bullish SMT is now valid. Okay, so stops down to here. As long as we can get a closure back under it, then that'll be pretty nice. Okay, there won't be any 5 minute gap on 9Q either, so I don't see any reason for us to continue trading higher here. We did get a closure back above the true micro open as well, so if we can close back under this true micro open and the CSD candle, then that'll be huge. Okay, there we go. Cool. We'll take that. Nice. We'll take that. We'll take that. Perfect. So not bad end for a Friday. Also, forex trade is running beautifully. So yeah, perfect. Caught the top there on forex as well. All right, now let's get into why we actually took the trade. Explain it in detail from the high time frame all the way down to the low time frame. Okay, so obviously Friday, this whole entire week pretty much expanded to the upside. So expecting Friday to pull back into the range. And obviously we need the cracks and correlations to back that up. Okay, so if you go down to the 4 hour, or up to the 4 hour, sorry, you can see NQ had actually ran above previous week high. So Q2's high, as you can see there, being marked by my indicator, ran above during Q3. Okay, and then if we check out YM, you can see YM failed to run above Q2's high during Q3 right there. Okay, so on Wednesday, that's high of the week so far, that failure swing on that previous week high. And then if we take a look at ES, you can see ES actually gave us that sequential SMT on Wednesday, but you can see that quickly failed. Okay, reason is because obviously the order flow is bullish, and we did form a bullish sequential SMT inside of the end dog here. Okay, which allowed Thursday to trade higher, but it's all good because the cracking correlation is still there. Okay, so YM still failing to run above previous week high, and actually NQ ran above previous week high yesterday and Thursday. Okay, so currently bearish sequential SMT on the monthly cycle. Also trading inside of a weekly gap with an SMT fill currently above the true month open. Okay, followed by a 4 hour PSP right there at 10 PM, and then from there we're waiting for either a 4 hour change in state delivery to confirm the monthly, or we can look for lower time frame cracks and correlations to confirm the lower time frame sequential SMT. Where's the replay tool? There we go. Or lower time frame cracks and correlations to sort of confirm it all on the lower time frame before the high time frame change in state occurs. Okay, so if you can see here, we formed a weekly cycle sequential SMT with Thursday's high. Okay, so Friday today opened up high, ran above yesterday's high on NQ and DS, whereas if we take a look at YM, you can see it failed to run above Thursday's high. Okay, we also had a weekly cycle yesterday when we had the monthly. You can see Wednesday, Thursday, during Thursday we failed to run above Wednesday's high for YM, whereas on NQ and ES you can see we ran above Wednesday's high. Okay, so not necessarily what we really want to see, back-to-back sequential SMTs, but because we closed pretty much at high of the day yesterday, it's more likely than not that today's daily candle is going to open up high, total sweep that high, and then pull back into the range. Okay, as you can see, pretty large range for the week. So more likely than not, we'll see price pullback, especially after tagging into that weekly gap with the monthly cycle SMT. Okay, so as you can see, we got our lower time frame change in state delivery after the weekly. Okay, so weekly cycle, you can see it was formed with this candle here at 6 p.m. So technically, you can use that candle. I just don't like to use that candle there because it's not really a bullish or a bearish candle. Okay, it's kind of a doji candle. I like to use the most recent up close candle if the candle that forms the manipulation isn't too clear. And obviously, if it's bearish, then you want to use the most recent bullish one. And if it's a doji, you can use the most recent bullish one, which is what I did here. So price closed below it aggressively, right there at 6 a.m. Also forming an hourly gap. Okay, so whenever you have a PD array nested inside of the change in state delivery, the order block, either on the same time frame or the lower time frame, that change in state delivery automatically becomes a lot higher probability. Okay, so obviously we start trading at 9 till 10:30 a.m. and you can see this 9 o'clock candle opened up. It ran into this hourly gap here. At the time, we did have an SMT fill with a bearish 90-minute, but that quickly failed. So there was one extra thing that I was looking for in order to take a short, which we'll get into now. So if we go down to the 15-minute, you can see at 9:30 we formed this bearish swing point. Okay, and it wasn't just like any old swing point. It was a precision swing point. As you can see, YM closed bullish right there at 9:30, and then NQ and ES both bearish. Okay, also while stabbing into this 15-minute gap and rejecting away from it pretty heavily, and also rejecting away from the hourly gap. Okay, while stabbing into that CSD, and then from there we can use our 5-minute true order block, because obviously 15-minute precision swing point, 5-minute true order block. So it'll be that final up close candle within the PSP. As you can see, it's right there. Okay, so 9:35 candle, because this swing point was formed at 9:30. So we're looking for that final up close candle from 9:30 till 9:40. Okay, so this candle here, and this also got validated all within the same 15-minute candle, while also forming at the time was going to be a BPR. It didn't end up being a BPR because we wicked above it, but still a very nice inversion. Okay, so right now we've got the 15-minute PSP, 5-minute change in state delivery, and 5-minute inversion all happening simultaneously. And then basically I like to enter on the 1 minute, so I like to find those sniper entries, those slightly tighter stop loss entries. In this entry here, we did manage to get our stop on that high time frame wick, just because we did retrace pretty high up back into it. Okay, so you can see we traded back up. Let me delete this one. We traded back up into that 5-minute true order block at 9:45, and then inside of that true order block was, again, like I said, lower time frame PD array. Okay, so 1 minute BPR right there. Price then trades into it there at 9:45. And this just looked way too clean to me. This high was a bearish closure as well on the 15-minute PSP, so less likely that it's going to get run above, while also rejecting from the high time frame gaps. Okay, so I did take one of my entries here. As soon as we stabbed into this 1 minute BPR, stop on the high, just targeting. Usually I like to target a 3RR, but just because today wasn't too clean necessarily, and it was also a Friday, I just stuck to a 2RR right here, as you can see. And I did say I was going to scale in if we start rejecting, but again, I just didn't really want to enter down here, especially how we were stalling around these true opens, and we had the new 5-minute open. Okay, so just one position today, a nice W right here. Again, multiple PSPs on the 1 minute as well for the stop loss, 1 minute BPR, which was inside of the 5-minute CSD, and the 5-minute inversion, and then basically just target liquidity pretty much for a 1 to 2 RR. And yeah, that's pretty much the trade that we took today, guys. As you can see, candle number 3 delivered very nicely from that 5-minute true order block, attacking that candle's low. Okay, also, of course, you may have seen in the recording, we did end up going break even, so we moved our stop to where we entered at here. Reason is because we did form an opposing sequential SMT at the time. So if you get rid of this at the time, you can see NQ failed to run it below Q2's low. Whereas if we take a look at ES at 9:47, you can see we did run below Q2's low. Okay, and then obviously our change in state delivery is that final down close candle that created the manipulation. Price then did close above it right there at 9:50. So this is why we want to secure our stops, because this is totally valid entry for sure, below the true micro as well. So move stops to break even just to be safe, and then price did eventually hit our liquidity target. Okay, so hopefully you guys found this video useful. If you would like to see more of these trade reviews, do let me know in the comments down below. And other than that, I'd appreciate a like and a subscription. Don't forget to check out my socials in the description down below, along with my premium membership group and also my very own quarterly theory indicator. Other than that, take care guys, I'll see you all later.